backflow, then you went to the next building and then cut back eastbound.
Three on the Kansas side and 4 on the Missouri side, and I knew as a toddler what I was going to be when I see my dad coming home in uniform. And I'm fortunate enough to be able to have been hired, and I like my job. My family supports me, and that's basically how I got into it, kind of in my genes. 1045 at 20th and Walker, no tags.
20th and Walker, so 236.
There we go. 119, the car I'm trying to stop is going east on New Jersey from 18th Street, occupied by 3 black males, 1085. 19, backup code A. They bailed out. Whoopsie. Car, black male, going north, just east of
12, copy code A.
just east of 18th Street. Black male, white tank top. We're going northbound still, east of 18th Street, north of Wood.
Where you at, Mike?
North of Wood on 18th Street. See, east of 18.
17, I'm in there. Where you at?
Just north of Wood. Guys on the east side of the road on 18th. He's probably passing Garfield right now. It's going to be a blue over white Oldsmobile, I believe. Coupe, 2-door. Just to check. Anybody run in here?
I can run in here, I'll walk again.
18th and Troop.
Check with the NSTV out of the vehicle.
I just tried to do a traffic stop and they bailed out. There was no car pursuit. Right. Just drug paraphernalia. As we were chasing the guy, he reached in his back right pocket. He was probably going for dope to pull it out and throw it down as we were chasing him. We can't find out if it's registered or not right as of now, so I'm running the VIN number. I'd say the way that they bailed out of the car and let it roll into the tree, it's probably not their car. Drug paraphernalia there. He was reaching in his back pocket as we was running, so probably had some dope, either that or a gun to match the bullets. I don't know which. Well, the guy that just got out of the car and ran from us, he forgot to take his ID with him. This matches the paperwork that's in the car on his address. And looking at it, there's positive ID now. Going to get this officer to go with us and run by the guy's house, see if we can't take him into custody. 19 myself, and 117 will be out at 1838. Well, I was a little disappointed that this guy got away because we gave a good foot chase to him, and it went quite a ways. And I thought he was gone for good. Wouldn't be able to catch him, no information on him. So, mistake on his part, it's going to cost him because I'm going to get this guy. Police. Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Hi.
Can I talk to you for just a second, please?
Sure.
Can I step in? It's awful hot out here.
Sure.
I appreciate it.
You all can come through.
Okay.
I don't care.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, you guys can come through.
Okay.
The baby's asleep, but now other than that, you can come through.
Do you know Donnie Walker? Or Donnie,
Don't you? That's probably who you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's my son.
Is that, and he don't stay here?
No, he doesn't live here.
Okay, because I got his car, and I just need to release it to him.
That's fine, but I mean,
Do you know
he
how I
don't
can get
live
a?
here.
Do you know how I can get a hold of him?
He called me earlier today, but I can show you the phone. When he calls me anonymous.
Okay.
He never even calls me. Oh, well, I can't.
Well, see, a while ago, I was,
When he phones me, let me show you. When he phones me, see that? That was him. He phones me anonymous.
where you think he might be staying at? I mean,
He's just in the world.
His lifestyle.
He fools with people that I don't even let come in my yard.
like what kind of people? Like,
They look. All I know is I call it street-like. That's all the name that I give it is street-like. And I tell him he wasn't raised that way, but he chose that life, so I let him have that life. But they look streety to me. Their pants are all down, and when he lived here, he didn't dress that way.
well, you seem like a real good mom, and you're a nice lady. I appreciate your help by letting us in and talking to us, but it's pretty important that I get a hold of him. I want to talk to him. Like I said, I got his car, and I need to release it back to him if there's any way possible to.
You know, Donielle is one of those children where Donielle probably figures that if it is some trouble going on, Donielle figures I would tell you. So why would he tell me?
Okay.
You know, the neighbors will verify the kind of person I am. They'll tell you I'm the kind that would turn my children in if something was wrong.
Okay. I believe you.
You know?
In that case, when you see him, let him know that when I catch him, he's going to go to jail.
Okay.
Went to college to be a pilot, ended up in the military. One of the jobs that was open to me at that time was a military policeman. I did get exposed to this type of work and found out I really liked it. So I got out of the service and started doing it full-time as a police officer.
Going to a disturbance on 29th Terrace. Evidently somebody's parked their truck in their neighbor's yard, and now they're refusing to move it. So we're going to go over here and see if we can't get him to move it and see what the circumstances are behind it. There's a bunch of folks down here.
This is probably it.
Security for us. You're clear.
Yeah, we see you, partner.
What's up here, Bubba?
Who called? Why don't you put the chain down? Put it down. There you go.
That's what he had.
Who had?
That's what that guy had.
What are you saying?
I'm sitting here asleep. Man pulls up in my driveway hollering for my girlfriend.
Pull up the driveway, he pulled up in your yard.
He comes up into the yard. His name's Jimmy. And he comes up to the yard, beating on the door, running his mouth. I told him to leave. The man didn't leave, so I punched him in his mouth. He pulls out the chain, and then he threatens to beat my ass with it.
Okay.
So I beat his ass, and then he runs off.
Oh, okay.
Call you guys.
All right, well.
I just wanted to make a report of it in case he comes back.
You asked him to leave, right?
He pulls up in the driveway. We're all
Then he
asleep.
threatened you?
Yeah, he threatened to beat my ass. That's why I hit him and knocked him back down the stairs, and that's when he grabbed the chain.
Okay. All right. If he comes back or something, just give us a call.
Okay, I mean, because I don't want to keep getting harassed
Well, I
all
understand.
night.
I understand.
This guy was swinging the chain at this guy, and this guy was bending
He was hitting it with the door. He was hitting the door with it.
Okay.
He swung the chain at the door.
Okay.
And
Well, we may have the guy at the station, so we're going to go down there and check it. Did you hear that? What's that? Assault victim at the station. Okay. We're going to go to the station and see if it's him.
yeah, it is. It is. He said he was blood.
I told him he hit his head on that fender of that truck. I told him he was pretty bloody when he left.
White male, older and balding, wearing a white shirt with blue stripes.
Yeah, that's him.
2348.
Okay, hold us out there in regard.
Ready for the station, 2249.
Y'all going to be here where we can come back and contact y'all?
I live here and they live there.
Okay. Hey, partner. Partner. Hey. Will you sign a complaint on this guy? All right. They're saying that the guy jumped out of the truck with the chain first, ran up and was beating on the door.
39 Quincy, apartment 2
Nah, we'll come back.
2349.
Or possibly a suspect from this last disturbance that showed up at the station. We think it's him anyway. Matches the description, and he's trying to report an assault on him. when actually it sounds like he's going to be the primary aggressor. And he decided to duke it out with this guy and call him outside, and this guy came out to defend himself in his house and everything to keep this guy from tearing it up. And actually, the primary aggressor sounds like he's the one that got whooped. So we're going to go over and see if we can't get the other side of the story. And quite possibly, we're going to make an arrest out of this deal. Probably the guy that's at the station.
Last 49728, Lizzie 52.
What's your name?
James. Yeah.
What's going on?
I went over to get this girl. She ran off and hid. And
Who is this girl to you?
well, I wanted to.
Who's this girl to you?
She your girlfriend, wife, what?
Well, she was. Yeah, she was, and she
What's
disappeared. My girlfriend. And we was talking about getting married and having a child, and throwing it together and everything. And she, she got all freaked out and everything, and I went over there and I said, "Come on, let's go." And hell, this big buck-ass naked son of a bitch, he jumped up there with a knife. I reached back in the truck and grabbed Chopper's chain. And this other guy from down the road came up and just legged me out.
How would you react if somebody pulled up in your yard with a truck and pulled up? Now, hang on, let me finish.
Okay, I'm wrong.
And started calling this guy out, trying to take his girlfriend or pick a fight with him.
Her and I was talking.
I tell you what, why don't you put your hands behind your back, you're under arrest.
Fair enough.
Please throw your hand.
He's got a huge dog with him.
Is it in the car?
Leave him in the truck.
Do you have any guns in the car?
Can't leave your dog in the truck.
He got hit in the head with fists. That's what the neighbors are all saying, fists.
Wasn't no damn fist.
He's got some bumps and bruises and some scrapes on him. Can you check him out?
A little bit.
We got a call over on 29th Terrace, and evidently this guy came over there and drove up in their yard, and his ex-girlfriend is dialing with another guy over there, and he goes over there and says, "You're coming with me or else." He starts going beating on their door with a chain, like a dog chain. And the guy comes out of the house butt naked. And this guy says, I'm gonna whoop you. This guy says he's gonna whoop the other guy, and the other guy goes, "I don't think so." And, well, he got the worst end of it, but he started it, so.
Oh, okay.
All right. We're gonna do it for trespassing and quite possibly disorderly. Provoking a fight. And we got animal control coming up with the dog. We'll probably leave the truck here for right now. Just give him an opportunity to bond out.
I was not messing with the meth.
What were you messing with?
Just marijuana.
Marijuana?
Yeah.
Well, as far as tonight goes, sounds like you've learned a pretty valuable lesson by going over there and messing with that guy, huh?
Well,
In other words, you ain't gonna do it no more.
At least, no, not by myself anyway.
No, so you don't understand.
Yeah, no.
We'll cut you some slack here, make you a bond where you can afford it.
Right.
And I don't want to hear about you going back over there tonight, okay?
Not me.
Or any time for that matter, because trust me, it's not going to be hard to figure out if something happens to them people or something goes on over there, who it's going to be.
Well, I don't have.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What it ends up being is this guy went over there, tried to resume a lost love, I guess, with this girl, and she's already found her a different man. She wanted nothing to do with him, and he tried to pick a fight with that old boy at his own house, which isn't a very smart thing to do. And basically, he got whooped. I mean, he picked a fight with a bigger guy, and he lost.
A lot of people ask you why you want to be a police officer. You could give them the generic answer, protect and serve the community, and that's fine, and there's a lot to that. For me, probably the real reason, I'd call it the thrill of the chase. When the dispatcher calls you and that hot tone comes out, and the next thing you know, you're chasing a bad guy with a gun, and to me, that's what it's all about. We got a vehicle here we're going to check out. What in the world? What is that guy doing?
Chevy truck.
Copy. 45 that vehicle at 2nd Central. What we doing? Nothing. Lean against the car there. We'll be out at Market and Woods Weather. No, you lean over here. Are we down here working?
No.
Huh?
I wasn't working. You just...
No.
But you want me to go get something to eat?
Well, produce me some ID.
I don't have any with me.
What's your name?
Gina.
Gina? Gina what? Are you married, man?
Yes.
Does your wife know where you're at?
Huh?
Does your wife know where you're at?
No.
Are we practicing safe sex?
No.
How do you know him?
It's Brad.
Mr. Brad? Come here. What's his last name?
I don't know.
You don't know. How long have you known him?
Well, we've dated a couple of times before.
Dated, or he's met you while you were working? That's what's going on?
Yeah, it used to be when I was working there. We just went and got something to eat right now.
Just come in.
That's gonna be great when my husband finds out.
So you're married?
Yeah.
How long have you been married?
7 years.
7 years. So you say you're supposed to be at work right now?
Yeah. I do a bank run.
Where you live at?
In Missouri.
And you're married?
Yeah.
Does your wife know what you do?
No.
How often do you do this? Fairly regular?
No.
What do you think your wife would do if she found out?
Probably leave me.
Probably leave you? And you're out here having unprotected sex with a well-known prostitute?
She said that they gave her $20 and then they wouldn't aid on that.
Do you have kids that live in the house also?
No.
Well, lucky for them, unlucky for your wife.
How many times have you been arrested for it?
Huh?
How many times have you been arrested for us?
For this?
Yeah.
I was over, I played it, it was a joke over in Kansas City, Missouri. I knew it was a stakeout when they first started this. They was advertising over the TV, and I stopped by and I was joking with this lady, and she was a cop.
You got framed, right?
Huh?
It was framed, right?
No, I wasn't framed. I'm not saying I was framed.
Okay. You want to call your wife for what?
So she can make that last bank run.
Okay. Does she work with you then, or what?
Well, this is her bank run.
It's what?
This is her bank run.
Her bank run?
Yeah, she makes a bank run.
All right.
And I was doing it because she went.
What does she have to deliver?
She picks up checks.
All right.
And takes them to get processed.
Well, since you've been cooperative, we'll go ahead and let you. Anybody else that can come pick it up?
No. Hello, sweetheart. Yeah, I better not call you sweetheart. I got arrested. No, I'm not kidding. Prostitute. Kansas City, Kansas. You got to make this last run. Sweetheart, sweetheart. You're going to have to make this last run. She hung up on me.
I don't know her personally, but officers have constantly ran her, found her down here. She's usually on the Missouri side soliciting people. I've heard her name ran several times, and I've seen her on the Missouri side. I've never personally talked to her myself. But this is a very bad spot as far as prostitutes go. They always stand right down here on the Missouri-Kansas line. That way, if they see a cop from either side, they can just step across the line, and we can't do anything about it.
Put your hands behind your back.
Is there any way I can make this last run and come back and turn myself in?
What's that?
Could I make this last run and turn myself back in?
Boy, Mary.
I'm serious.
Don't move. Sir, you should have thought about that before you came down here with the hooker. Now that you get caught, now you want to change what you did. Well, this gentleman admitted to having prior sexual offenses. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of guys you run into out here soliciting these prostitutes, most of them are married, like this gentleman. We're going to go ahead and book him in jail and at least get him off the streets for a little while here.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
I've been an officer here for about just finishing up my 8th year, and certain calls stick in your mind. And one that I think I'll never forget is a call where there was 2 guys fighting and they ended up shooting each other. And when I got there and investigated the call, it was all over onions on a hamburger. I went home that night thinking to myself, if onions were that important that he would shoot his own family member, this world's in trouble. But people will do amazing things, and that one just stands out. I think I'll never forget it. Right now we're en route to a domestic disturbance call, basically to assist another officer. Apparently a male was chasing his mother down the street, unknown why, and they came in as possibly could be armed. I'm not sure yet. We're out here with them now. We'll find out what they had.
Never had a seizure, never, no. Did you lose consciousness at all tonight?
I didn't think
All pressure on her.
Okay.
Kevin, is she okay?
Yeah, she's gonna, oh, what's up, Chip?
What are you up to?
She's gonna AMA with us, and she's diabetic. We're just gonna check her.
Gotcha. To the 15. Domestic.
Yeah, domestic. The actor's down the street, signal 13, really violent, assaulted both the brother and the mother. So we're going to go run down there and fetch him. You want to go down there with us?
Let's go. Right now we're changing locations back to the residence where I guess the subject that assaulted his mother and brother is at right now. If he's at the house, we'll be making an arrest, and hopefully everything will go peaceful.
What's going on, man? What's going on? Well, that's what we're trying to find out. Your mom and Ray said you got into a fight with them.
Yeah, we got in the squad a while ago.
Got in a squabble?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is everything all right now?
Yeah.
You aren't hurt, are you?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Come out here for a second. What's your name?
Buster.
Come on down here if you don't mind. Tell me what happened.
I was watching TV. I was watching the game, and they coming in hollering about they want to watch TV. And I told them I was watching the game.
And then did a fight break out? I mean, were you involved in a fight with them?
Yeah.
And what happened? I mean, what was the fight over? Did they change the channel, or what happened? You're telling me that you were in a fight, and I'm trying to determine what the fight's over.
No, she turned the TV off. I was just watching TV.
Oh, she turned the television off.
Yeah.
And then in return, that's what the fight broke out over. Did you hit anybody?
So punching my mom. You slapped her and Lee and me. Yeah, I slapped both of them.
With your fist or with a hand?
I just slapped.
You just slapped them?
Yeah,
Put your hands behind your back.
You ain't got to do all that.
Put your hands behind your back.
You ain't got to do all that.
All right, look.
I'm just telling them don't put.
Don't do that now. I'm not going to fight you.
I ain't trying to fight you.
Keep your hands behind your back.
You trying to fight me?
Hey, man, go easy. Go easy, dude.
You trying to fight me?
Go easy. Hey,
You trying to fight me?
Go down, go down, go down. Down the ground. Down the ground.
Lee, calm down, man. Let him put the cuffs on you. You trying to fight me? Settle down.
Put your arm behind your back.
You trying to fight me?
Put your arm behind your back.
Put your arm behind your back.
You trying to fight me?
No, we're not.
Yes, you is. Trying to fight me.
Put your arm behind your back.
You trying to fight me? See that? Yeah, you trying to fight me. You trying to fight me. You trying to fight me? You trying to fight me?
Bring your arm back here.
Now look how you doing me.
Stop fighting.
Look how you doing me. Look how you doing me.
Quit resisting.
Need some look how you doing me.
I think he got some.
Look how you doing me.
Okay. We'll take care of it.
Why you doing me like this?
Put your arm back here.
Let him cuff you, man. You gotta cut me
Quit
like
resisting.
Quit resisting.
Relax.
Quit
that.
resisting.
Put it in front of me then.
15, you can open the channel. I'm out here on bolt.
New
Get that
York.
baton out of here.
See that? Yeah, you trying to fight me. Put my handcuffs in the front.
Sorry, man. I can't do that.
I'm a myself. Man, this
Go on yours or I guess we're here.
I don't care, man. I'm in a cage right now.
why y'all do me like embarrass me like
Have a seat for me. I don't want to fight with you no more.
Why you embarrass me like that?
Sit down.
Why you embarrass me like that?
Have a seat for me. Put your feet in there.
Get my other sound out of there, bro.
Put your feet in there.
Get my other sound out of there.
Put your other feet in.
Anybody got any
Yeah. Why you embarrass me like that?
Put your feet in there, please.
Came out sitting there straight.
I had a cuff on him. Yeah, that's not mine.
Who's light?
He grabbed my handcuff when I was trying to put it on him.
Yeah, I noticed that.
He was fixing to use it as a weapon. My only alternative was finally, fighting with him was to throw him and get rid of him because he was fixing to use them as a weapon. And I knew we had several other pairs here.
Pretty darn strong, that's for sure.
He beat up his mother. He beat up a brother.
Yeah.
He hit her in the face multiple times because apparently she turned off the television.
Yeah.
We take that information, determine we do have a family member that has been injured, come back over here basically to arrest him. That was our only purpose. Get him out of the house where it's in our favor, a front yard instead of his living room. Upon doing so, that's when we went to arrest him. He didn't know that. We tell him he's under arrest, and that's when he fights with us. And then it turned into 4 or 5 officers having to use everything we had. Oh, I'm telling you, he was strong.
2 months after I was out of the academy, I was en route to assist another officer on a person that was shot. And while I was driving down the street, the suspect vehicle turned right in front of me, took off on me. So we had a pretty good pursuit, lasted a few minutes. The guy wrecked and started running on me. That was probably the scariest thing that I've had out here so far because the guy he had a handgun with him the whole time, the gun that he used in the homicide. So that's probably the worst thing I've had out here in the 2 years that I've been here so far was the pursuit and chasing the armed capital murder guy.
I'm clear on 6200 Buckingham time.
Charles, Zebra, be at 2350. Good night.
Clear on 2350, Atlantic.
Put your hands up where I can see them. Passenger 2. George 218, copy internet on TV. Oh, I have some individuals that were impeding traffic in a location where a lot of drug dealers hang out and they possibly scored, so I'm gonna talk to them. Shut the car off, sir. Grab the car for me. Trans back there on the car for me. You have some ID on you, ma'am?
Oh.
No. You have anything with your name on it? I'm sure you do. So I'm gonna pat you down for your safety and mine, okay? You have anything on you I need to know about?
No, sir.
You don't have anything I'm gonna poke myself with, right?
No, sir.
You have anything illegal in your pockets?
No, sir.
No, do you mind if I check?
Yes. No, I mean, no, go for it.
You don't mind?
No.
How old are you?
25.
25?
Actually, I'd be 25 September 2nd.
What brings you out this way?
I was coming over here to see a friend of mine.
Who?
His name's Tyrese. He stays right behind Frank's, but it looks like they boarded up his house
Really?
or something.
Well, you were hanging out on Irma when I saw you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull this out so I can get your ID, okay?
Yeah, go for it.
You were stopped right in the middle of Irma Street.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, I was just talking to that guy.
Which guy?
The guy that, let's see. I don't know, a bunch of them wasn't wearing any, they wasn't wearing shirts, but...
You were talking to him?
Yeah.
About what?
Well, I ain't gonna lie though, I was asking him if I could get hooked up.
Hooked up with what?
Some heroin.
Heroin? Do you have a problem?
Yeah.
How bad is it?
About $20, $30 a day.
Really? What do you use?
Boy.
Boy?
But I ain't never shot or nothing. I just snorted. I was snorting it.
When you say boy, are we talking about heroin?
Yeah.
Heroin? Okay. Who's the female in your car?
She's a friend of mine.
Does she know what you're out here doing?
Actually, she don't.
She doesn't know?
No. She's not even from here. She's from Memphis, Tennessee.
You can have that back.
And but I told her, I asked her whenever y'all were pulling us over. I mean, she don't have nothing on her. So, and I don't have anything on me.
Are you positive about that?
Yeah, I didn't buy it.
You're 100% positive. Is this your alcohol?
No, I just stopped at the store and got that.
Where at?
Well, see, I stay off of McCart Street.
Yes, sir.
And I just stopped there at that convenience store and bought it.
There's not anything illegal in this car, right?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, matter of fact, though, I just bought this car today.
So you don't know if there's anything in this car?
Oh, no. There ain't nothing in the car.
Right. Why don't you do me a favor and step out of the car? Leave your purse. You can leave your purse there. Step right over here, ma'am. You're positive there's not anything illegal in this car, right?
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Do you have anything illegal in your person?
Oh, just like some cigarettes, but my grandparents know I smoke.
Okay, go ahead and get it out for me.
Okay.
Right here in your pockets.
Okay.
Do you know it's illegal for you to have cigarettes, ma'am?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, go ahead and get them out for me. Is there anything else illegal in your purse? No? Do you mind if I look?
Go ahead. Can I have a cigarette, sir?
Well, you know, it's bad enough you're out here with this guy doing illegal things, and then you want to sit here and ask me if you can have a cigarette when I just told you it was illegal to have it. Just hang tight. Well, it looks like I've located some heroin and cocaine, and it was in the possession of the female here.
Go ahead.
Well, I need you to turn around and put your hands on the car for me, okay? Can I have your right hand, please? Need your other hand. Right now you're under arrest for possession of a controlled substance. You have possession of it, then you're responsible for it, okay? Hopefully this will be a lesson not to be hanging out with people you don't know. I know it's possible that he possibly bought it, but in the state of Texas, whenever you have possession of it, then you're responsible for it, okay? Do me a favor, step back here for me. Have a seat.
Where is she going right now?
She's going to Kimbo right now. It's Texas, Turner County Juvenile Center.
I mean, can she make like a phone call?
She'll make all the phone calls. They'll explain to her exactly what she needs to do when she gets down there. Okay? She was in possession of what I found. It's in your car, but she was in possession of it. I don't know if you purchased it and gave it to her and she hid it in her purse to do you a favor. Because of you, she's going to take the ride for it, okay? Exactly what you told me you use out here is what I located.
Heroin.
Exactly what you told me you were trying to purchase up there, I located. Does that look familiar to you?
No, sir.
No? Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
What is it?
I've been doing that.
What is it?
Heroin.
Heroin and coke. The two exact things that you told me that you do out here were in her possession. Okay? She's going to jail for the narcotics, but you have a couple warrants that you need to take care of yourself, so.
Oh. Yeah, he was telling me.
Well, what do we have here?
Just a little marijuana.
Just a little marijuana? You buy this at the same location?
Oh, no, sir. I already had that.
You have that already? So you smoke marijuana, you snort cocaine, you snort heroin. You do it all, don't you?
I was born in Livorno, Italy on the Calambrone Army base. I've lived mostly as an Army brat So I went to several other countries and lived for a while and lived in several different states. Finally ended up here in Texas. I spent a couple years in the Air Force, and after I got out of the Air Force and moved back to Texas, I took an interest in law enforcement and applied with Fort Worth and ended up getting hired.
Super 213, go ahead. Following Gold Chevy step side, eastbound.
We got another officer behind a stolen vehicle.
Eastbound on Myrtle 1200 block.
We're pretty close to him. We're going to try to get with him.
Myrtle 1200 block, clear.
I don't think he's tried to light him up yet, but we'll try to get a couple people with him before he does, in case they run or in case they go ahead and just...
Air 1, that's going to be the 1200 block, South Riverside, southbound.
We're waiting on the helicopter right now. We got several units with us lined up. Hopefully the helicopter will get here in a minute. It's got to be pretty obvious we're behind him.
Air 1, whenever you get with us, we'll light them up. Okay, well, going away from us here, it's going to take a little bit longer. Look at there. Light him up, Jimmy. There's plenty back here. Okay, he's running. Clear.
We just lit him up. It's obvious the police are behind him now.
Riverside passing, he's Robert.
He's running from us.
Side passing, it's Robert, clear. Southbound campus approaching seminary. Okay, negative cross traffic. Negative cross traffic. It looks like he's stepping down here. They're going to try to bail his way to the ridge. Turning into the main drive here. Clear. Going back to the south from the first street here. Hey, the door's open. We'll stay with the driver. Going back west down now. Bailing out. Driver's running southbound between the buildings. Southbound between the buildings, I'm clear. South of the central part of the
Wearing black clothing, he went to the next building and then cut back eastbound.
Which way did the passenger go?
Best I can tell, he went north. We stayed with the driver. He went south. Passenger coming out the passenger side of the car would have gone north, but we wanted to make sure he stayed with the driver.
Okay, they're getting the driver in custody over here now. Best I can tell you is just the pool here, south of the central part of the complex.
They got the driver.
Was there a description on the passenger? Anybody can verify on the description on the passenger? Here's a blackmail. He got out before I got around the corner. Now it's fixed on the driver. 10-4.
I'm gonna go around and get the car. If y'all want to stay with this. What do you need?
Adam 313. Need a 27, 29.
Quit your sniveling, man. Well, that's a hard price of running from the police and stealing cars, man. So just suck it up, dude. Let me get his billfold out of his pocket, please.
You have the right to remain silent and not make any statement at all. Any statement you make may be used against you in court at your trial. You have the right to have a lawyer present to advise you prior to and during any questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you. You have a right to terminate the interview at any time. Do you understand what I just told you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got some cocaine residue here, too. Yeah, cocaine. Okay. What's he got? Is that all the cocaine you have? That's not cocaine. What's in that? What's in that?
I ain't seen no cocaine.
I have a partner. Tell me what that white residue is.
His radio's cutting in and out.
You know better than I would. It's in your pocket. Take off like commando in the bush, kid. Go grab a seat. Timothy, is that right? Yes, sir. Okay. So y'all find my wallet. We'll check the trunk. We'll see if we find your wallet.
Let's go over here and take a look at the car.
That was righteous. Good man, thank you.
When he bailed out, he left the vehicle running, and obviously wasn't going at too high a speed, but enough that it came up and hit this vehicle here.
0057, Liberty 13 has a sheet.
You can see over here the column's punched on it. You got a screwdriver laying down there. A lot of times, looks like that's what they may have done, is they'll put a hacksaw or they'll pry this back window open and just gain entry from there. Once they get in, they just bust the column and use a screwdriver to start it at the steering mechanism. So the initial officer found what appeared to be some narcotics in his pocket.